All right, hey, welcome back to the Go for CEO channel. This is John the Bomb. Building others means business. And today we're going to build you up. Stay tuned for an incredible episode here of John the Bomb building you, putting some tenacity and encouragement inside you because that's one of my superpowers. And I hope that you've been enjoying the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel right now and like this video because if I truly bring you great content today, I hope that you'll spread it with other people. So look, I'm a gentleman that is fascinated with the mindset, with the ability to grow, but I get it. All right, we all go through situations that create adversity, or that adversity finds us in these situations, right? So what I want to talk about today is adversity versus goals, and putting that adversity in a situation where it has less power in your life than what you're going through right now. So if you're listening to this right now and you're going through health adversity, business adversity, job adversity, fitness adversity, faith adversity, and family adversity, finance adversity, all these types of areas that we typically talk about in the 5 F's: faith, family, fitness, finance, and fun. The reality is that adversity can be a crusher or a builder and compressor of pressure to create diamonds. And sometimes it, bursts pipes as well, right? So, some people say, hey, through adversity, I grew. But sometimes, through adversity, you become a person that you don't want to be, but it actually reveals some of the things that you might have been, right? That you might have inside you that you're dealing with and you haven't addressed yet. So I'm gonna put my glasses on right now, but some of the notes I have is, look, pressure obviously creates diamonds, right? In the coal scenario of the sense, but it also can burst, pipes. Adversity reveals character. That's what I really want to have you come out of this video, all right? How has God been teaching you your character through adversities? What am I learning with these adversities in my life? And how are my goals going to help me to stop thinking about the adversities down here and what I'm going through in the minutia and the slop and all those types of scenarios that you feel like maybe you're the only one going through? Maybe you're the one that feels most struggled based on a situation that's happening, and it could be to other people, but you also feel like you're the only one going through it. So I want you to take a moment and write this down in a circle. So write 3 circles, one little, then bigger, all right? And basically in the middle, I want you to write down values. Values, all right? We all know what those are. If you've never looked up the actual definition of values, I would challenge you to do that. And most importantly, start writing some values that you believe in, right? I know when I was a teenager, the value was, hey, get to school, be a great soccer player, date, all that good stuff, and learn about life. And those are some of the values. And I was also learning about God myself in those years. In my 20s, 30s, kind of similar values, right? Some things. I didn't have kids. I was just starting to get serious with a relationship with my current wife of 15 years, and I've known her for 20 or so years. So it's interesting the values that you have, and throughout your life, how sometimes they tweak a little bit. But foundationally speaking, as you grow as a person, I would challenge you to evaluate your values, right? The morals, the ethics, the things that you stand for, the things that you will be driven by. In that second layer of the circle that I asked you to write down narrative. What's the story you're telling? Recently, my wife and I have gone through some challenges, some things that I created, and they weren't pretty, they weren't fun. But what is the story I'm giving to my children? What is the story that I gave to my wife by doing some of these things? What is the story that I've put out into the business world, into the Go for CEO brand? What is the story I'm telling based on the values? And when adversity hits, what will it reveal of my character? How can I build from that moment of adversity and probably continued adversity into where the values become the principle of how I get to my goals, the narrative and the story that I'm telling to the people around me and to the world and to the spirit that I have in my connection, right? How am I building that narrative storyline? Last one of the circle is your behaviors, your actions. You know, in the fourth chapter that I'm writing in my book, talks about taking action. But the activities and behaviors that you're doing on a daily basis determine the story you're telling, and based off the values that you've had to be establishing yourself and where you're coming from. So what I want you to get from this video is that adversity will come no matter who you are. You could be Elon Musk, the richest man in the world, to the poorest person somewhere in a rural area. Adversity will come for you. But where have you channeled your power to your values, to the narrative and story that you're telling yourself and others, and to the behaviors and activities that you're making happen on a daily basis? And remember, as we shared, adversity reveals more character than it does anything else. You know, they say money corrupts people. Money makes you do this. Man, money makes you do that. Well, money exposes character as well. And so does adversity. So I hope that you'll take this challenge, think about your values, think about the story and the narrative that you're writing out into the world and around your family and the people that are closest to you and to your faith, and the behaviors and activities that you're doing so that you could reveal the right character that you're all about. So thank you for visiting the Go for CEO channel. If you're just coming to the Go for CEO program, I am John the Bomb. Building others means business. That's the acronym for B.O.M.B. And I truly believe in building others, lifting them up, and taking the adversity, matching them to the goals, and knowing that in time, it will come back to face this instead of focusing on that. Thank you and have a great rest of your day. Click on some of the other videos in the Go for CEO channel. We really appreciate it, and have a great one, everyone.